Hey everyone, my name is Bakra and we're going to be reacting to Omni-Man versus Bardock. I'm going to give a little bit of a heads up. I'm actually a big fan of Invincible as well as Dragon Ball. I have read all three of the Invincible compendiums. It's right over there. I'm not going to bring the books over there. They are so big and heavy. This death battle is something that I've been wanting for, and I'm so glad that Death Battle is back, and this is how they want to start off their new season without Warner Brothers tangling with them. Unfortunately, I think I've been spoiled about the outcome of this battle. I'm not going to say who won. I have an idea of how each of the combatants could win this death battle. As you can see right here, I am on the 13-minute 26 mark because I've already watched all the, combat info stuff. I just want to share some notes of what I found. For starters, with Omni-Man, I think he will have the speed advantage. I mean, the guy goes from one planet to the other. I didn't write my notes, but they didn't even acknowledge it. I don't think they acknowledge it in the info, but Omni-Man can survive in space. Bardock can't. Also, they mentioned that Nolan has a stamina advantage. That's going to work out well with him because Saiyans don't have the best stamina, technically. I mean, if you go Super Saiyan, they ain't gonna be worth it. And also, it's very durable. If you read Invincible or even watched the show, you'll be noticing how often Viltrumite survive a very devastating attack to the point where it makes you question what can even kill these dudes. But these are things that main factors that really interested me and why I think Omni-Man could win this death battle. But then these are the notes that kind of like bothered me what they have done with the research for Bardock. They're doing that whole thing where they mix in cannons again, because typical death battle. If you watch the Knuckles versus Donkey Kong battle, they mixed in the Sonic Boom lore with the Archie comic Sonic with the main game Sonic. That's not how it should work. But what they've done is they mixed in Dragon Ball Minus canon and with the Bardock specials and stuff like that. Also, at one point they mentioned that they got something wrong. This has nothing to do with the death battle. They mentioned Vegeta's over 9,000 line is actually over 8,000 in Japan and in the manga, because they said it's because of lip flap movements from the dub. That's not true. From what I've heard, if I recall correctly, it's just that it just sounded better. I think in one of Dragon Ball Kai dubs, they say over 8,000. It's not a lip flap issue. It's just a case of one sounding better than the other. And plus, one's a meme than the other.
It's over 8,000! 8,000!
They also mentioned filler content. The whole filler episode in Dragon Ball Z where Goku's in outer space and he had to shoot a Kamehameha just so he blasts away from the sun. Again, that's filler, but it's also a case of they're mixing in cannons. And this becomes kind of a problematic issue.
And then Dildo Dickhead blew him all, killed
who miscalculated and misplaced him incorrectly in the time stream.
Like, that moment right there, that isn't canon.
Blah blah, non-canon, whatever, he survived!
They call it non-canon. But they're gonna include episode of Bardock and the Bardock special. I understand why they wouldn't include that, because Xenoverse Bardock, Super Dragon Ball Heroes Bardock is way too OP. Come on, he is like on par with the gods, so yeah. But I think outside of that aspect, I do think Bardock is stronger than Omni-Man. It's just Omni-Man has the best durability, stamina, and speed. There's also another line that kind of that irked me a bit.
And to take the very steps his son later would to achieve the form. Perhaps, if Frieza had hesitated, even for a moment, his fear would have manifested before him, right then and there.
If Frieza would have hesitated, maybe he would have turned Super Saiyan. No, that's not how it happens, because you're completely forgetting the whole... If you don't know, Toriyama mentioned like years ago about this whole thing about S cells. It's the reason why Goku and Vegeta never turned Super Saiyan when they were like younger and started fighting, because they must have had emotional moments. But there's a reason why they didn't turn Super Saiyan earlier, because it's these things called S cells. That's the reason why Goten and Trunks were able to turn Super Saiyan much younger and earlier, because their S cells basically developed when they were younger. It's not like midichlorians from Star Wars. I think Maybe there were a lot of people that didn't like it, but to me, it makes sense how Super Saiyans work and why there's characters that can turn Super Saiyans and why they can't. Those are the things that kind of irk me. I think I know who's going to win. Without even mentioning that tweet that spoiled me, I do think Omni-Man is going to win. But we'll see.
Time for a death battle!
Let's go! Oh yeah, Devil Artemis is back yet again, making the art of animation. I've seen glimpses of it. It looks amazing. I hope it can sell us well with the fight.
Another gross bug planet.
This planet isn't anyone's to conquer.
I really... The Omni-Man model is kind of strange.
Just like my son, sticking his nose in places he's not ready for.
I'll go with
Son would kick his ass.
Bardock hasn't met his son. Bardock's son is probably a baby still at this point. Unless he saw the future. Who knows? Actually, did they even mention that he can see the future in the bullet points for Bardock? I generally don't even remember that. Right, I'm digging the music. I am digging. He's using Vegeta's technique.
Whatever you are, you're an embarrassment.
Full moon.
Wait till you see the real power of a Saiyan.
Yep. I think Bardock should win. Still a raw power. Okay. Oh. Okay. Now Bardock is going to revert back to base form.
Shit.
Imagine getting whipped by your own tail. Of all things. Listen. Hold on. They're in outer space. Bardock is dead. Bardock is dead. Yeah, he's suffocating, bro.
I won't let you take me from my world.
If they're like in the stratosphere, they're like edge of the world, I think it'll be fine. The Omni-Man's got that durability.
Your time is up!
No.
You said Saiyan. Remember it.
A teasing yet. Wait, I think I have an idea. Hear me out. What if this is a tease for Vegeta versus Omni-Man? I won't explain why that is because of Invincible spoilers that I won't get into. But you'd be surprised how much in common Vegeta has with Omni-Man.
Fuck.
Much higher than the Viltrumite's fastest speed. Add on the 50 times multiplier from Super Saiyan, and it's a huge difference.
Right, Bardock clearly has the speed advantage.
Bardock has a speed advantage? I thought Omni-Man would have that.
But strength and durability between sun and satellite, and the disk itself must be about half the diameter of the star in question. This means the scaling of the disk puts it...
I ain't questioning the math. But I still think Bardock's stronger.
And this is no ordinary planet. Its size and density are so high that its inhabitants are as strong as Viltrumites just due to living in its natural gravity.
So it has a higher density in gravity, so meaning that they're okay, maybe they're stronger.
Make up that difference. So strength goes to Nolan. Super Saiyan, Bardock's no master of the form.
And without that mastery, the form drains the user's energies at an increased rate.
Like I said, he's gonna have a stamina disadvantage the whole time. Bro, I am an Invincible fan.
The winner is Omni-Man.
Next time on Death Battle.
Wait, who's fighting next? Oh, Joker versus Giorno? I'm not a Persona guy, but Giorno? I mean... Maybe I'll react to that if people want it. But yeah, sadly, Omni-Man won. I mean, I'm not entirely bothered by it. It's their opinion. And yeah, that is it. Thanks for watching. If you had any opinions on this death battle, comment down below. Who do you think actually deserved to win? Am I wrong with some of my opinions, or is death battle just plain wrong themselves? And that is it. Thanks for watching, and see ya next time.